everybody, welcome back to Craftastic Tuesday. Today we are going to show you how to make a fascinator headband using only paper. It's going to be Derby week next week, so let's get creative. The materials we're going to need to make this headband duo, everyone's going to be getting an already headband, so we don't have to worry about how we're going to get it on our heads. But this is the piece right here we're going to be working on today. I've got some spring colors. Everyone's going to get a couple of sheets of blue, yellow, pink, green, and purple to create their own headband. These are just going to be some tips on how to do it. So we're going to start with this blue swirly design. I took blue in that case, but to make my next piece for it, I'm going to take the yellow and I cut it up into strips, which you can see here. And you can make them any size. You can make them thick strips, you can make them small strips. I made thicker ones for that one. They're about an inch or two in width. For this one, it starts from about an inch and a half, and I made it smaller and smaller to create a new fun design. So to put it together, you're going to use something that can hold paper, because that's all we're using. So in this case, I used tape. I taped both sides so that it's secure. You can use glue, which you'll have today, a stapler if you happen to have that around, or a glue stick if you happen to have that in the home, whatever you are more comfortable with. So after you've put lots of those pieces together to make a long band, I'm going to make another swirl, like I said. So I've got the first part of it in my hand, and I'm just going to make this one bigger because I think that's fun. So I'm going to take that and just start kind of doing a ribbon style in the middle there. And you can do anything for this part. You can add multiple colors. I'm just doing a single color since I'm layering the colors, since I like that look. And then I'm just going to curl the top like that. Because, you know, when it comes to Derby, you can make things small, you can make things big, so let's have a little fun. To put that together today, since I didn't glue it and we're demonstrating, I am going to staple it together because that's going to be easier to show. But like I said, if you have the time, you can glue it, that way nothing shows. Or I could have taped this. So there's that piece. And then I'm just going to add that to my band. I'll just push that part down. And I'm going to add some glue, not glue, I'm going to add some tape to hold that there. And so there's another piece of my headband that gives it a little size to it. Now the next thing I'm going to show you how to make is this cute little flower in the middle. So with that, all I did was cut out a circle-ish shape. And then once I cut out that circle, I'm gonna get this flat so I can show you. This is half of that. So I cut that circle out, and then I cut about half an inch into it, and I just kept cutting in a round shape, round, 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 until it gave me this. And with that, I just took my finger to roll it, and I rolled it from the outside in. So I just put it around my finger, and I started letting it roll the other way around, whichever way is more comfortable for you. And what will happen is it gives us that circular shape. And if you'll notice, when I let go of this, this is a lot tighter than that. But you can, if you want a small flower, you can keep it that size, or you just relieve some of the pressure till it's the size that you want it to be. I want it to be a little bit bigger, so I let it go completely. And again, I'm going to take some tape just to make sure that it holds its form. I'm going to put a little tape on the inside as well. I want it to look bouncy, but I don't want it to bounce out everywhere. And then I'm going to add that. I don't think I'll add anything else to my flower, but that's how you add that. And then, I do need some more tape in here. There's one more thing in here that I want to show you, and that is this cute little feather in the back. Who doesn't like feathers? To create that feather, I used a green sheet of paper, and I folded it in half. And again, because I already made the smaller pieces I wanted in my headpiece, I'm going to make this bigger. So I folded that in half this way. And then I took a pair of scissors and I started cutting at a 45-degree angle. So you don't want to cut straight across and you don't want to cut all the way through. But you do want to cut a good amount, and you just cut the entire piece of paper. And again, if you want a smaller feather, for the smaller one, I originally cut it halfways, and that's what created an additional time. That's what created the smaller size feather. That's about good enough. And so after you've got a fringy piece of paper, you want to take that and you want to cut the shape of a feather. So I just cut a rounded shape. And things are going to start flying everywhere, and that's okay. That. And when you open it up, you've got your feather. Now if you're doing any other paperwork, you could say paper craft, you could say it's a palm tree, you could use it for anything. So remember that tip, we'll use it again. And then just to give it some life, I just crinkled it up a little bit. And now we've got a feather for our hat as well. And I'll attach this one. I'll attach it in the same place as the other one. I've got a lot of things in my hat right now. That looks pretty good. So we've got feathers here, we've got our ribbons, and we've got a flower in here. So then you'll take a paper clip and attach that. Or, like I said, you'll prefer a hot glue gun, but I'm going to use a paper clip so I can show you what my final piece looks like. And I'll glue that later. Get it on there. So there we have this very fun, derby ready headpiece. Happy crafting! See you guys next week!